welcome. Today we're going to be going through a flip through of the tarot card deck called After Tarot. It is a really cool deck. It's not new, it came out in 2017 and it is a mass market deck, so you can get it on Amazon. It's super reasonably priced, as I think I paid like $32 for it, and it's by Corrine, and this one in particular is illustrated by Giulia Francesca Massaglia. She's an Italian illustrator. Once I got this deck, I was so excited. I had to get the before deck, but that's for another review. One of the things that kind of put me off about this deck was the fact that it was such a huge box. Like, a person like me who has a lot of tarot decks, it's a little bit like, this is huge. How am I supposed to store this? I'm sure there are other people who feel the same way. But I was so happy with the guidebook. Like, this book, it's a book. You can actually read it. You don't have to like do acrobatics in order to like flatten out the book in order for you to be able to read the content in there. And this is fully colored. It's beautiful. I like the way that it's organized. And I think that if you give this tarot deck a try, you're gonna really like it. The premise of this tarot deck is moments just after the original tarot deck. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do a flip through of the tarot deck, as well as show you the original Rider-Waite deck so that we can see the changes and talk about it. Alrighty, the deck on my right hand side is the After Tarot, and then the deck on my left hand side is the regular Rider-Waite. And we're just going to go ahead and flip through them. This is the artwork on the back of the deck. We have the Fool. Now, he is hanging on by an arm, smelling the white rose that he has in his hand, and it looks like he's giving up on the things that are most important, letting go of things that aren't important, and taking the time to smell the roses. He looks like he's suspended and he isn't even worried. This is what he looked like moments before. Here we go, the Magician. He's holding on to a wand, roses. It looks like all of the elements are in suspension. And just moments before, he's still holding the wand. As above, so below. But all of the elements are on the table. So here he's just about to start, and now the magic's happened. The High Priestess. In the After deck, you see that she's holding keys. It looks like the moon is facing just the opposite direction, but you can still see Tara on the document she's holding, but her hand is no longer hidden. The Empress, card number 3. Here you see swans, a swan with 4 little ducklings. The Empress card is a depiction of fertility. Very cool. The Emperor. In both depictions, he's holding the conch and the orb, but here is a lamb. a ram ready to, I guess, for sacrifice, right? Sacrificial lamb. The Hierophant. So the Hierophant is kind of like a spiritual teacher. And in the after deck, you can see he's got a book open. So it looks like we're getting taught. The Lovers. I had to put these little translucent post-its and then stickers over the unmentionables, shall we say, just because of the guidelines we're trying to follow with YouTube. In the one on the left, the snake is wrapped around the tree and the female is looking up. And in the after, the snake is slithering away and she is looking at Adam, handing him the fruit. The angel at the top does not have a sword, but in the after he does. The Chariot. In this after deck, the Sphinx are walking, and it looks like the person who's guiding the chariot is guiding them with the wand, similar to the wand that the magician had. Strength card. Here, she looks like she's trying to open the lion's mouth. And in this one, she's embracing the lion. The Luminiscate, which is that infinity sign, is, to me, what this kind of says is like, we have to muster up the strength to do things, even if it scares us. And then things that seem scary don't seem so scary once we've already done them. The Hierophant. In the Rider-Waite deck, he's holding onto a staff. And in the after, the staff has turned into a serpent. And he's got a companion now, which looks like a wolf. Or some kind of canine, a dog, perhaps. The Wheel of Fortune. Now, what's changed in this one is there was a serpent here and there's a monkey here. And it looks like the animals are all looking towards the tarot deck. The tarot. I'm sorry, not the tarot. It says tarot if you're reading it from this clockwise. It says tarot. Oh, it's moved. It's moved because the T was up here. Now it's just slightly in the future because, of course, this is the after deck. It makes sense. Very cool. Justice. It seems like justice is being served. And it doesn't matter if you are rich or poor. Justice is coming for you. Interesting. The Hanged Man. In this one, there's a woman giving him water or wine, perhaps to help with the sacrifice that he is making. Death. In this one, it looks like the clergy or bishop, I don't know, someone of religious stature has died, and so has the child, but the mother is still alive. It looks like death comes for everybody, young and old, kings as well. And the sun has risen just slightly, just over the two pillars. So the sun, I'm sorry, not the sun, but death comes around. He might pass, but he still comes back. And there's only two things certain, death and taxes, right? Temperance, a card of alchemy. So it looks like the sun is setting. And in this one, the water is getting poured back in. And then what was created, I guess, was a flight, a bird thought. Something, an idea came through. The Devil card. Looks like they're giving in to whatever indulgence or whatever I guess and he's holding on to the flames, fire, illuminating what they're doing. Because in this card, you don't see any of those demons in the background. And here we have that snake again. But in this one, whatever you're giving into is illuminated. The tower. The tower was struck, and now we see the people who were living in that tower down. Kings, people of royalty, and there is no saving this tower. It is done for. The star. In the Rider-Waite, she has one leg out and one leg in. And in the after, she is fully submerged and she's cleaning herself. But she's also still, as you can see, there's still flowers that are being nurtured with water as well. And the bird has taken flight in this one as well. The moon. Whoa, it looks like the dogs are barking at this person who has come out of the shadows. Or this is the evolution, the coming out of the water to consciousness, perhaps. The sun. Still very happy depiction, except now the child has a friend that they're playing with. Judgment. Judgment has been passed, and those that have been deemed wrong will not be saved, and there's a calling, and they're being called to. The world. And here we have figures that represent the 4 elements And in here, the 4 elements are shown. It seems like she's also pointing up and down like the Magician. This is the Magician's counterpart, right? The ending. That's the last of the major arcana. Ace of Wands. We have a salamander being depicted in this one just after. 2 of Wands. This is a lovely scene. It seems that he has everything. But in this one, you know he has everything because he's sharing it with her. He's showing her what they have together. Very nice. The 3 of Wands. You didn't even see it. Is the Falcon coming or going? Very cool. The 4 of Wands. They just got married. There's a celebration and now they're leaving. But they still have the support of their family. The 5 of Wands. It seems like they're trying to work as a team, or they're trying to figure out how to work as a team. This wasn't working. So maybe this guy's the leader since he's the one standing and everyone else is sitting, and it's just like, okay, they're trying to choreograph something, and this is just moments after this wasn't working out. So let's figure out what will. Celebration, number 6 of Wands. He's wearing a laurel wreath and he's handing it to this person, which could mean that she also deserves recognition for whatever he's being recognized for. Oh, he took the laurel wreath off the wand and has placed it on her head. The 7 of Wands. Okay. All right. Well, he's got the high ground. And I don't think that they expected for him to fight so ferociously. This is, maybe it's fighting for what you have or standing your ground. Now the 8 of Wands is movement, momentum, but this is notably one of the only cards that doesn't have people in it. And then here, there's a person holding a bow and arrow. And I believe this card is a Sagittarius. Wands, fire. Yeah. Nine of Wands. In this card, it looks like he's looking out to somebody. He's protected by the wands in the background. He's wounded, obviously. But maybe this is a comrade because he's also bloodied and bandaged. He's just less worse for wear, but they have each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 of Wands. Maybe he picked up one of these, is holding it, and is standing by. They're both wounded, but they have each other. The 10 of Wands. He's burdened by the wands, but here he's taking a break. He's almost there. Like here, the house looks really far away, but here it looks so much closer. Maybe he's just reanalyzing, figuring out what is a better way to carry all these burdens, and then, or he's just taking a break. Page of Wands. This one, he looks, pages are, this one he's looking, maybe he's trying to figure out how to use the staff. But he looks really sad in this picture. And there's somebody in the background. Could she be calling after him? Can he hear her? I don't know. Knight of Wands. We're moving towards something. Here we see the pyramids, and here we see him further along. He's going somewhere. Queen of Wands. This is just from a different angle. Looks like she's waiting for something, but we still see her foot, her singular foot out. The cat. Ooh, maybe the cat is playing with the salamander. In the ace, we saw the salamander. King of Wands. The salamander was here, and now he's holding it. He looks serious. Kings mean business. Ace of Cups. The cup is overflowing. It's still overflowing, but now it's got a heart in its hand, and the bird is flying off with the token. Maybe these two were just, the Two of Cups, they were just married, and now there's an embrace. And a cat also loving up on them. The celebration continues. So there's a lot of fruits at the bottom. So, and then this depiction, there's a lot of fruit hanging all over. So perhaps this is during harvest. She's holding grapes. It's a party. The Four of Cups. In this one, it doesn't seem like he doesn't even want to grab it. He doesn't want to take it, maybe. He doesn't see it. But in this one, he's pouring the contents onto the ground. Now, does that mean that he is unappreciative of a gift that he's been given? Or is he nurturing the ground? Much like what we saw in the Star card, where she's pouring the water onto the ground and nurturing the earth. Don't know. The Five of Cups. This person's pretty bummed out about these cups. He does not notice the two cups here that are still full. Now, did we spill wine and water? Obviously still upset about it. He doesn't notice the person in the background yelling for help. Maybe if we focused on the positive aspects, we'd be able to see things more clearly. The Six of Cups. Oh, children, childhood, relations, possibly a grandfather, they're possibly siblings or childhood friends. The Seven of Cups, choices. A choice must be made. And it looks like he chose money. But look what he also got. That snake from up here is wrapped around his waist. Now this could mean you're getting more than what you bargained for. But if you remember the magician also wears a belt with a snake, but I think the snake on the magician has its tail in its mouth. But in this one, it has an infinity. I guess it looks like it's making an infinity symbol, or the lemniscus as a belt. The Eight of Cups. He's walking away. He's walking away from what he has. Maybe he no longer sees value in it, or he no longer wants what's within the cups. But here we see three of those cups. No, we see two cups that have been wasted. But this person who has found these cups probably won't waste whatever else is inside those cups. The Nine of Cups. He does seem really happy in this card, but I always seem like he's like protecting these cups, like he doesn't want anybody to hold them. But in this card, it seems to me like this is a party and he is actually celebrating what he has. Maybe he's being generous. There's a lot of food. He is maybe overweight, so he obviously has had money and is well fed. The Ten of Cups. Here we have family. In this card, we have generations. We got an older gentleman here. Is it possible she's pregnant? I don't know. There's pets, so it's the whole family. And here it looks like it's daytime, and here evening because of the fire. Happy marriage. The Page of Cups. In the Rider-Waite, it seems to me like this fish isn't talking to the page. And is he listening? Perhaps. But here, did the fish jump out and is going into the water, or did he drop it on accident? The Knight of Cups. It's been a long journey. Perhaps he's getting closer to the source of this river, and he's drinking from the cup. So the Knight of Cups, he's got like Mercury shoes. There's a lot of Mercury, it seems. I'm not sure if this card represents Mercury, but to me it seems like there's a lot of Mercury influence. The Queen of Cups. You know, this queen is the only queen that has a lid on her cup. And in this, the after tarot, we get to see what's inside because the lid is on her lap and it looks like she's taking out a fish. Now, is it a goldfish? Not as in, well, I think it's golden color. The King of Cups. He's pouring out the contents of this cup. Well, King knows best. He is wise. And here we see a fish coming and then the fish tail down here. Interesting. The Ace of Swords. And Falcon, I believe. Two of Swords. A choice must be made. There's a woman blindfolded holding two swords, and here she's still blindfolded, so she doesn't know who's gonna win. Now, this person, they both look like they are wearing armor. This person just looks like they're wearing a helmet. If you don't choose, a choice will be made for you. The Three of Swords. I like this one. Perhaps this means time heals all wounds. Because it was cut through, but now the swords are out, but it is bandaged up. It's still raining, but only time will heal. Four of Swords, rest. It looks like this person, this is a tomb. Someone, they're in a church, but it is time to rest. This person has butterflies on her cloak, and she's perhaps holding a white rose. Rest and peace. The Five of Swords. Yeah, this person looks like a sore winner. Like he just won a battle. And in this one, he's just doubling down. He is just like, I'm the best. You guys suck. Maybe. Yeah. The Six of Swords. Choppy waters, calm waters ahead. Two people. Two passengers. The passengers get off. They're leaving the choppy waters. It looks like perhaps this is a family and they are trying to leave things behind. Some things they take with them and some things they leave behind. The Seven of Swords. This person thinks that he got away with something. He's looking back and he's like, whoa, that was easy peasy. But the person tricking gets tricked. The Eight of Swords. She's alone, and then someone comes and takes off her the things that are bonding her or tying her down, and is helping her see, perhaps. She can take the blindfolds off once he tears the the things tying her down. The Nine of Swords. Here we're trying to battle our demons, or you can't sleep. You have too much on your mind, but you have to overcome whatever is making you lose sleep. And the blanket has all the zodiac signs, which symbols protection, heavenly protection. Divine protection. The Ten of Swords. Stabbed in the back. Maybe people have been talking ill of you, but or you get carried away with your own sword. Page of Swords. To me, this page to me seems like the most like he's practicing, like he's trying to learn how to wield that sword. And here, is he going to get an opportunity to use it, or are they going to come help him learn? The Knight of Swords. Ooh, this is full-on action mode. He is charging on into battle, and it looks like he is defeating anyone who comes up to him. Lots of birds, lots of air signs, the birds on the rope, the birds on the horse, which is depicted here. It's just more clearly illustrated in this one. The Queen of Swords. Here we have a butterfly landing on her sword. The King of Swords. Wow. Here he's holding the sword, and here his sword is inside of a crown. He's wearing his crown. Whose crown is that? Maybe there was a battle of the intellect here, and he won. He won that debate. The Ace of Pentacles. Life. Beginnings. Very pretty. The Two of Pentacles. It's a juggling act. Life is a juggling act. Ups and downs. Ups, ebbs and flows. Highs and lows. He's trying to get these people's attention. Looks like they just got off the boat. He's walked closer to the shore. We see a lot of shells on the ground here. And although this sky is blue, this sky is clouded. The Three of Pentacles. Collaboration, exchange of ideas. And here, I don't think he's quite done because he still has tools out, but he's perhaps admiring what he has created thus far. The Four of Pentacles. Hoarding, not letting go of what you have. And here we have Death with the scythe. And he's like, you can't take it with you when you die. The Five of Pentacles. Here we have two people just outside of shelter. And the church doesn't typically turn down people, so I think they can go in, but they're choosing not to. And this person looks like she's not hungry. She's not in need of food. Perhaps it means they are in need of spiritual nourishment. That would be my guess. The Six of Pentacles. This generous person has money and is trying to balance that money. Unlike the person in the Four of Pentacles who's hoarding all of his money, this person knows that he has enough that he can also give. And in the Rider-Waite, he's giving to two people. And in the After Tarot, he's giving to more people. Another person, an older gentleman with a staff and a white beard, reminiscent of the Hermit. The Seven of Pentacles. Here we are waiting for our hard work to pay off, and it looks like he is harvesting one of those fruits. Something he's worked on has finally ripened. The Eight of Pentacles. Wow, look at what he's created. Here, he's making something, and here he has finished. Beautiful. When you work hard, you can see what's been put in to the work. The Nine of Pentacles. This person has money, but they are also in the fields. She's talking to birds. In this one, she's examining the fruits and is very content. So perhaps it's unlike number 7, where they are reaping what they put time into. This person is letting her investments grow. So The snail has gone from this end to this end. Time has passed. The 10 of Pentacles. Also a lot of familiar. We have the children, perhaps parents and older gentlemen. In this one, the child is taking one of the pentacles from the treasure chest. It's his, and it's his, and his. It's the whole family's treasure. So rich in family, perhaps. The Page of Pentacles. Here the page is offering a pentacle to someone. They're learning how to perhaps be generous, because we do see a lot of generosity with the pentacles and a lot of growth. And this person's smaller than them. Perhaps that's significant. The Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, she's looking at her reflection. And the bunny has gone from here and it's hopping away. Very interesting. And lastly, the King of Pentacles. That was a flip through of all of the After Tarot deck spread cards in the deck. Stick around and I will go ahead and do a spread for myself so that I can show you guys how she suggests you use this deck. I didn't get a chance to show you what the box looked like. So inside it's a magnetic clip. Okay. Flip it open. And this book is in there. I'm going to shuffle this deck so that we can do a spread for myself. Since this was just an order, I gotta do a really good job of shuffling. These are not particularly huge, but it's obviously not small like playing cards. Whoops. This is kind of the, the dangers of putting these little stickies on. I think I know which one they came from. I'm just gonna set those aside. And if it comes up, well then, I'll just put them on. So if you read the book, the guidebook, she doesn't go in depth about reversals, but she basically says that reversals are just like a dimmer illustration of the card. So if it's the sun and it's meant to be a happy card, perhaps it means good things are coming, but not quite as illuminated or the best that it can be. It's just, it's gonna be good. It just won't be great. All right, let's shuffle this a little bit more. All right. So just so that I am reminded of the way the spread goes. So in here she says, start with a single card to represent your current situation, then deal 2 parallel rows next to it to reveal 2 possible courses you could take, 2 separate futures, yours for the choosing and taking. So what's really cool about this is that she's essentially saying that you can split a spread, or you can split it into 2 different timelines. All right. So let's say I want to know more about the environment for my job, for my work. Where I work with great people, but we're always undergoing new management. So, all right, a choice. Work. It is always a juggle. All right, let's see. In this timeline, more choices. We've got the 2 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and the Queen of Wands in this possible timeline. Or with this choice, it looks like things are happening and I'm not paying attention perhaps, and then a choice will be made for me. It could be painful, but I will heal. And then perhaps it will light a fire under me, taking control of whatever circumstance lies. Movement. This is interesting. It looks like in this timeline, I'll fight something. My co-workers will be there by my side. But in the end, it's just money. Like, is it really worth whatever hardship this is? Because it looks like if we fight really hard, I might get that money, but I'm not gonna be willing to let it go. But I know this now. Which timeline will I choose? Will I choose one where I'm fighting, I have camaraderie with my coworkers, and I lose? Or will this be fraught with choices, with heartache, but a possible great outcome? I'll tell you what I would choose. If it were me, because it is me and this is my spread, I would choose to work hard, to not really know what's happening, to heal from whatever does happen, only so that in the end, I do have control. I think that's what works for me. And I think that what she suggests is that you choose one of these 2. I'm going to choose this timeline. So I'm going to, in reverse, pick the card and put it in the order that I put it in, take it off and put it back in the deck. Now I'm going to shuffle this and looks like this is going to be the only outcome. The truth of the matter is, I know that there are some people who would be like, why would you choose that? I mean, like, if you know that you're going to have to struggle with finding out, knowing about money, I still, in the end of that, don't feel like I have control. There's too much unknowns. And in this one, choices, we literally have to make choices every single day. And getting over hard times is literally, that's life. It's never always good. There's winter and then there's spring, and this tells me spring will come, and this promises control. And I mean, does that make me sound like a control freak? Maybe a little bit, but it also makes me feel secure. And ultimately, money doesn't make you feel secure if it isolates you. I hope you understand. I had a great time going through this deck. I really hope you stuck around with me and went through that deck with me. If you would have made a different choice, let me know. If you read that, I definitely want to know your thoughts. Thank you, and I'll see you soon so that we can go over the before tarot deck. That'll be fun. Thank you.